In today's video, I'm going to be hatching the ice cream egg for 24 hours in Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. As you guys can see in this update, we got 3 brand new eggs, and one of them right here is the ice cream egg right here. So the question is, will 24 hours of hatching with over 100 infinity elixirs be enough to get us one of the Sunday champions? Before I start, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because at 12k subs I am giving away this overlord here on my Discord server, and we're getting super close. So if you guys are interested, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord as well. But with that being said, let's jump right in. So here you are guys inside of Bubblegum Simulator Infinity, and today we're going to be hatching the ice cream egg over here for 24 hours. I do have to keep it down a little bit because it is 1:30 AM and I'm pretty tired myself. But as you guys can see, I currently have 10 hours of infinity elixir on me right now. And I'll show you guys how I did that in a second. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare. Just do this super quick because I want to get to bed, man. If you guys haven't seen the video where I opened up 20,000 mystery boxes, you should go watch that. That's how I got all these evolved potions. But yeah, now let's go ahead and throw in these 20 additional infinity elixirs. So now we have 12 hours worth of that, which is around 120 infinity elixirs. Some pretty cool stuff. But again, I'll show you guys how I got so many in the morning. I'll probably leave a timestamp up here, so you guys can skip to that if you just want to see that part. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do some hatching. Here's what we got so far, by the way. But I'll see you guys in the morning because I am tired. Alright gang, so it's now been about 6 hours since we started hatching our ice cream egg here. We were able to hatch 159,000 of them, so that's pretty cool. Also, I don't think we'll be needing that anymore. The reason being I have 294 of them already. But since we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at all the pets. So first off, we got the popsicle trio. This is the tier 1. Here's the stats of that right there. 50 seashells, nothing too crazy. Then of course we have the soaring surfer. This one's a little bit better, 200 seashells. Also, here's the shiny popsicle trio. Then I also got a mythic popsicle trio. And we can't forget about a shiny mythic one as well. We got one of those. Alright, we also got a few shiny Soaring Surfers. Those are 1 in 400,000. We even got ourselves a mythic Soaring Surfer. We got 20 of those, 1 in a million. And it has a seashell multiplier of 350. We got 2 shiny mythic Soaring Surfers. And those are 1 in 40 million. And each of those gives a shell multiplier of 450. And finally, somewhere in my inventory, wherever it is, here it is, we got 2 of the tier 3 legendary, the Sunday Cone. That's 1 in 1.25 million. And sets to that right there, 2600 bubbles, 750 shell multiplier, and a gem multiplier of 50. Alright, so here's what we got so far. Not gonna lie, the Sunday Cone kinda looks like the Mining Sim 2 Sundays. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it looks like the mint Sunday from Mining Sim 2 Summer Carnival. I think the popsicle trio might have came from that event too. I kinda remember it. But yeah, I like the Soaring Surfers here, but let's be real, I have to get rid of some. Guys, 293 is a lot. And I'm gonna need lots of space, so we'll just go ahead and make them shiny. We'll just do this really quick. Alright, this is taking a little too long. I need there to be a way I can make multiple shinies at the same time. Alright, I think 43 is enough. I'll just delete the rest. There we go. And it's all deleted right there, okay. Also, I promise you guys I'd show you how I get all the infinity elixirs I did here. So let's just do that real quick. The first thing you want to do is head to the minigame paradise. Basically, all I did was grind the board game here. Though it's not as OP as it was back in the day, you can still get a good amount of infinity elixir time. It's all thanks to those instant infinity elixir spaces. If you land on one, you get 12 minutes of infinity elixir. But if you land on the infinity elixir in the question mark chance right here, it goes into your inventory. But I usually went for the ones on the board game right here. And I only needed like 150 dice or something. And I was to get just 12 hours. And yeah, I completely missed it. But yeah, if you do land on that, you get 12 minutes of instant infinity elixir. And if you just do it consistently, it stacks up like crazy. Alright, let's head back down because we do have a ton more hatching to do. I'm hoping we can get a Sunday. They seem pretty easy. So let's continue hatching. Alright, so it's now been 7 hours since we started hatching the ice cream egg. If we just take a look, we've now hatched 180,000 of them. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, so just one quick look at our inventory. Sadly, we haven't gotten another one of these Sunday cones, but we did get lots of Soaring Surfers I saw, but those are auto deleted. Speaking of that, it can actually give me another infinity elixir. So let me just claim that. Can I claim it? Guess not. I guess I'll need that last pet. I don't know why the other pets aren't in here. But like always, you get 5 if you complete the shiny index. I believe that's what the pineapple torch looks like right there. So pretty cool. Anyway, so the only thing we need really is a Sunday, and I'll take any 4 of them. So yeah, we're gonna get back to hatching, and I'll see you guys in an hour or so. Okay, so it's now been 15 hours since we started hatching that ice cream egg. You can tell it's been 15 hours because our infinity elixir is gone. We've also hatched almost 300,000 eggs. Now I went ahead and took me a nice long nap, and I think my luck did as well. I still have yet to get another Sunday cone, unfortunately, which is pretty unfortunate, considering we're using that super cool hatching trick that lets us hatch a little bit faster. Also, I just need a few more of these bubble pass points and I can finally go on the infinite track. Let me just claim this speed 5 potion. I'll probably get premium sometime. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. Like, there's nothing to really talk about. I have the other 2 pets on auto delete, and unfortunately they're not in the index, as you guys can see. It's only the fruit egg right here. No ice cream egg or the beach egg. But there's also no exclusive pet you get after you complete the index. But hey, infinity elixirs make up for it. We all love infinity elixirs. Wait, let me actually check the shop. Maybe there's infinity elixirs in there. Alright, there is. Alright, I'll buy them. I'll take the entire stock. You get 15 evolve potions from that too. Really buy from this shop right here. It's super overpowered. Alright, so that gives us another 18 minutes worth of infinity elixir. Not a lot, but anything could possibly happen. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue hatching and hopefully we get something cool. Alright, so it's now been 15 1/3 hours since we started hatching our ice cream egg. And I don't know if you guys caught it in a time lapse, but if we just scroll up, there it is right there. We got our 3rd Sunday cone. It's about to leave chat. So that's another one we can add to our team here. 1 in 1.25 million. Sadly though, still no sign of our first Sunday. I might come back and hatch this, but at the same time I have to start getting ready for the fruit egg. We still have a bit more time left on the egg though. Like we have a good 9 hours or so. So let's go ahead and continue our little hatching shenanigans. Okay guys, so it's now been 20 hours since we started hatching our ice cream egg. Unfortunately though, if we just take a look, still no sign of our Sunday champion. And we still have our 3 Sunday cones just sitting there. However, since it is 8 PM, that means the bubble pass challenges have reset. So we got new daily challenges and stuff. That means it can finally get me a runic master here. So let's go ahead and claim that. And there we go, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool pet. And now we're going back to the infinite track. I hope I can get the secret again. So far though, I don't really see it. I mean, obviously the patch just started. Why would I expect to see it at the very beginning? Imagine it appears in the premium side again though. But that's besides the point though. Let's go to rewards here. And also since it is 8 PM, we got our rerolls back. So let me just go ahead and buy a ton of infinity elixirs. Just do that a couple of times. You get lots of potions this way. So it's very overpowered. And we got ourselves another 12 infinity elixirs. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to hatching and I'll see you guys back once I am done. Alright guys, so it's now been 24 hours since we started hatching the ice cream egg. And if it isn't obvious, it is 1:30. So I can't really be loud. But anyways though, you're not gonna believe what I got. If you saw the community post, you probably already know. But we just hatched ourselves a Strawberry Sunday champion. And that's 1 in 50 million right there. But alongside that, we got 3 Sunday cones. We got a few shiny mythic Soaring Surfers. But I actually want to go ahead and check out the Sunday champion by itself. So 3,800 bubbles, 1,500 shell multiplier, and a gem multiplier of 80. Also, since I hatched the Strawberry Sunday champion, and since I also hatched the shiny Hyperwave kitty, and Easter basket, That's 3 secrets right there, which means I'm now a keeper of secrets. GG's. And wow, this is actually pretty big. I think the secret pets are starting to get a bit bigger. Let me just put on my Easter basket for comparison. Okay, about the same size, but wingspan wise, it's pretty big. But yeah, obviously I'm super proud of this hatch right here. I might trade it away, I don't know. I mean, it is my second limited secret. It could be worth something, you know? But other than that though, that's gonna be all for today. Let me hear what you guys have gotten out the ice cream egg so far in the comments below. But if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.